Good morning, Claire. Good morning, Ademola. Good to see you both.
Good to see you too.
I like your colors. You spoke about it earlier. Okay, here is the morning news. President Bola Tinubu has called for a complete overhaul in the global financial architecture of Africa's mineral resources, saying it was time for its nations not only to finance its mineral sector, but also assert their influence and power in the African products' global supply chains. Represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, the President made the call at the second Africa Mineral Strategy Group high-level roundtable on critical minerals development in Africa, held on the margins of the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York.
Future. Never again shall we wait for capital to trickle in. With sovereign funds, blended vehicles and innovation tools like the Africa Mineral Token, Africa shall finance Africa. To safeguard this sovereignty,
with various economic reforms of the current administration already yielding positive results, Nigerians are now to expect fiscal sustainability, which would ensure greater prosperity for the country going forward. Executive Chairman of the National Revenue Service, formerly Federal Inland Revenue Service, gave a progress report on federal revenue collection at briefing organized by the presidential media team.
Around 13.5%. When you have our reserves now, we can actually import for the next 9 months without exhausting our reserve. Compared to the situation we had as at that time, that actually the net, if you put our reserve, is negative.
Nigeria's livestock industry is fast gaining tracks through public-private partnerships with resilience and climate-smart industry to compete favorably with global livestock giants. Minister of Livestock Development, Idi Mukhtar Meha, stated this at the 2025 National Livestock Transformation Dialogue.
In a climate-smart grazing reserve in Kau, processed in a world-class abattoir in Abuja, and appearing on supermarket shelves in Lagos, Accra, Johannesburg, and London. This is the ecosystem we are building.
The federal government is reiterating support to the creative media skills sector in Nigeria to harness its potential and develop it as a global standard human capital training hub. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, gave this assurance while receiving the Executive Secretary, National Board for Technical Education, Professor Idris Bugaji, and the management on a courtesy visit.
Technical education, vocational education. We concentrated on paper qualification, and paper qualification is not taking us anywhere. The writing is very clear on the wall. Nigeria and across the world, everyone is refocusing on skills.
I think you need to have a better collaboration with the NEL Fund to ensure that more and more of our young men and women are able to go to school.
The legal profession has continued to expand in terms of the numbers of professionals in Nigeria every year, with expectations that they will add values and cope with the increasing challenges and dynamics in the justice sector. Correspondent Olabode Arewa reports that the latest is the admission of more than 4,000 lawyers who graduated from the law schools into the bar. And that's the news for now. Good Morning Nigeria continues shortly with Claire and Ademola after the break.
Yeah.